Hi guys, and welcome to a first video of its kind on the channel. It is a bracket fight for wrestling theme songs. It just came to me the other day for whatever reason that I thought, you know what, I'm quite fancy doing this, see what I think is the best wrestling theme song of all time according to this list that's in front of me anyway, and see if there's any controversial picks or anything like that. For those who don't know how bracket fights work, you get two, in this case, wrestling themes presented to you, and you pick which one you prefer out of them, and then you end up with your favourite overall, I suppose, come the end of it. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So we have Rey Mysterio versus Bianca Belair. Now, obviously, Rey Mysterio's is pretty iconic at this point, and not to say that I don't like Bianca Belair's, but I am going to go for Rey in this case. And of course, as you see, he advances into the next round. I don't think this next one is a debate at all. To be honest, off the top of my head, I don't remember Mike and Maria Kanellis' song. Mark Henry's is iconic. This one is tough because I really like both of these songs. Of course, Hulk Hogan is a pretty controversial figure in wrestling nowadays. And a lot of people don't like the man, but his song is terrific. If you say otherwise, you're kidding yourselves. Rob Van Dam's also excellent, but I need to go for Hulk Hogan in this case. Big Show versus The New Day. Big Show himself says he doesn't like his song, but I'm going to go for The New Days just because of the intro that Big E used to do for it. I think that was a pretty close one. Otherwise, no more words and just close your eyes. I like both of them, to be fair, but Jeff Hardy, come on, he's the one going in. Word Life and Gallantry. Obviously, being Scottish, maybe a little bit biased, but I am going to pick Drew McIntyre's. I love the way that the bagpipes are in the song. Gets you right up for it. Burn Him Out. Come on, that one's easy. Easiest one so far. Lance Archer and Shelton Benjamin's is a classic. Come on now. End of Days and Line in the Sand. I did like End of Days, to be fair, but it's not going to compete with Line in the Sand for Evolution. Some of these have been pretty one-sided. Now Tyler Breeze's entrance was really good, but is it a better song than SOS? I don't think so. We're going to go for SOS. I think the Undisputed Era take that one, to be fair. Rollin' or The Second Coming? I think this would have been closer had it been Seth's current song. So Roland's going to take that one. I mean, Charlotte Flair's is just a remix of Ric Flair's, isn't it? So we're going to go for Dolph in that case. Oh, man, that's a tough one. For those who don't know, this is pretty much my two favourite wrestlers of all time in this case. You know, the pop that Stone Cold gets. I think if it was Slow Chemical, I'd have gone for Kane. But I'm going to go for Stone Cold. I won't do what you tell me. As much as Dusty Rhodes is a good one, I am going to go for the Catch Your Breath Demon theme. You should probably bring that back, to be fair. I'll go Karrion Kross in this case. Now, JBLs. I'm going JBLs, and there's a reason for that. For whatever reason, for very quick story, for those who don't know, me and my friends a few years ago when we were playing GTA 5 online heist together, for whatever reason, we kept dying. It was specifically, I think it was the casino heist, and I just decided to play JBL's theme, and we just ran through the whole thing anytime that JBL's theme came on. It's one of those you had to be there moments, but it was absolutely hilarious, and it holds a special place in the heart for that one. So JBL is going through in that one. You got to go for the Hardy Boys in that one. Sorry, Revival. I'm going to go for EO in that one. So, Voices, not even close. I mean, that matchup's ridiculous. Come on now. As much as I do like Rusev's theme, Eddie is going through there. Ember Moon's definitely beating Titus O'Neil. She's got a really good theme, to be fair. I mean, if this was the game, I would be putting that through immediately. A controversial opinion. King of Kings, not my favourite out of them. So I am going to go for Christian in this case. Baron Corbin going through against Samoa Joe. Sorry, Samoa Joe. Break the Walls Down, 100%. I Walk Alone, easy. Ric Flair's obviously iconic, but Batista's is brilliant. In this case, I'm going to go for Bret's. I'll go Seth for that one. Oh, two really popular ones amongst the fans, but this Fireburn's definitely going through. I tell you what, Alex Riley's was actually really good. You had a lot of people. I was unexpectedly good when I was younger listening to that one. It was short lived, of course, but I don't actually like either of these two, to be fair, Becky's or John Morrison's. I suppose I'll go Becky's. Evan Bourne, definitely. His is really underrated. He used to come on all the time in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 as well. The game. Sorry, Bailey. I mean, again, neither of them great for me. I'll go EC3 in this case. Chris Benoit. Even though, you know, of the horrible crimes that he committed, his song's unbelievable. As much as, you know, Shinsuke's good too. The Rock, you'd say. I actually don't mind Hellfire as much as Written in My Face is better. Goldberg, definitely. Lita, 100%. The Miz, definitely. Oh, Broken Dreams, definitely. You got to go for the NWO in that one. I actually prefer the version without Snoop Dogg in it, so I'm going to go for that one. Slow Chemical. Sorry, Jack Swagger. I actually did like Ryback's theme, so I'm going to go for Ryback in that case. Asuka, 100% in this one. Aleister Black. If it was head of the table, I'd have probably gone for that. You know what? You can't be a bit Mick Foley. MVP. Sorry, Daniel Bryan. Kingdom. Unfortunately for Bray, I did like that one too. I'll go the Usos. DX, definitely. Gallows and Anderson, actually decent. In this case, I'm going Brock Lesnar, as much as I'll enjoy a bit of my time. I do actually like Phenomenal, but Metalingus, come on now. Two really good ones, actually. I'll go Shane in this case, though. Oh, man. Kurt Angle and CM Punk for Cult of Personality medal. I do really like Cult of Personality, but Kurt Angle. Judas, definitely. I think Matt Hardy's is quite underrated, actually. You know what? I'll go Matt in this case. The Shield. I actually think both are really good in this case too, but Bobby Roode. you got two meme songs, I suppose. But John Cena going through there. Oh man, two songs for two different reasons, but you got to go Undertaker. And as much as Shawn Michaels is amazing, Nakamura's original one is absolutely fantastic. We'll stay on this side for now. I am going to send Nakamura through in that one against Undertaker. I mean, you got to go Cena in that one, as much as Glorious Domination is really good. I'll go the Shield for that one. Judas versus Medal. Judas for me. Metalingus, sorry, Shane. I'll go Brock for that one. DX here. As much as MVPs is great, Kingdom. Aleister Black going through against Mick. Asuka. Slow Chemical, 100%. Broken Dreams in that one. Lita, you're going through there against The Miz. Oh, Goldberg over Sheamus, and Chris Benoit beating The Rock there, I would say. The Game, definitely going through there. Let's go back over the other side. Evan Bourne goes through against Becky. This fire burns 100%. I'll go Brett in that case. For me, it's Batista. Christian, I'll go Eddie in that one. Voices, definitely. As much as I explained my reasoning for JBL before, it's the Hardy Boys. They're going through. Finn Balor in this one. Austin going through there. Rolling. Love a bit of rolling. Light in the Sand. Oh, Burning My Light, I would say. Oh, that's a tough one. I'll tell you what. Obviously, No More Words has a similar riff to the Hardy Boys theme, and it is a little bit different, but I'm going to send Gallantry through because I sent the Hardy Boys through. Sorry, New Date. Hogan's going through in that time, and Mark Henry for that one. Henry versus Hogan. Going to go for Hogan. Drew versus Randy for Burning My Light. You got to send Burning My Light through there. Rolling instead of Line in the Sand. Yep, I'd say so. Austin against Balor. The Hardy Boys and Voices. Oh, that's tough. I'm going to send Voices through though. And Eddie versus Christian. Personally, I'm going Christian in that one. Batista versus Bret. Batista going through there. This Fire Burns and Evan Bourne. This Fire Burns going through on that one. For me, The Game versus whatever. Really tough decision, I'd say. Oh, I'm going to go for The Game, personally. We've got Lita versus Goldberg. In my opinion, Lita goes through that tie. Broken Dreams versus Slow Chemical. Two great songs, but Slow Chemical is going through. We've got Aleister Black and Asuka. I prefer Asuka's. Kingdom versus Are You Ready? Kingdom for me. Brock Lesnar versus Metalingus. Metalingus goes through there. Judas versus The Shield. Let's send through Judas. And Nakamura over Cena's. So Nakamura versus Judas. I'm going Nakamura for that one. Metalingus versus Kingdom. I'm going Metalingus. Sorry, Cody. Asuka against Slow Chemical. Slow Chemical. Easy. Lita versus The Game. The Game. Defo for that one, right? Back over here, we have This Fire Burns versus I Walk Alone. Oh, dear. I'm going to go This Fire Burns. Then we've got Christian against Randy. Voices is going through in that one. Stone Cold against Rollin. I'll go Stone Cold for that one. And then we've got Burning My Light versus Real American. Sorry, Randy. Real American's going through that time. So we've got Real American versus Stone Colds. I won't do what you tell me. I'm going to go for Real American in that one, even though Austin's my favourite all time. Real American's going through. We've got Voices against This Fire Burns. I'll go Voices. Sorry, Punk. Then we're back over to this bracket here. We've got The Game versus Slow Chemical. I'm going to go The Game for me. That's a tough one again, though. Metalingus against Nakamura. Metalingus. So we've got Metalingus against The Game. I think this one depends on how I'm feeling, to be honest. These two are probably, off the top of my head, spoiler alert, my favourites. I'm going to go The Game this time around, which sends us to Real American versus Voices. Voices, which means we've got Voices versus The Game, and The Game, for me, is coming out the winner. So that one is going to be my opinion on this particular bracket fight. Anyway, I might do some more in the future for, obviously this one is my personal opinion. Some people could have others as well. I will leave a link in the description to this particular bracket fight so that anybody who is viewing it might want to do it themselves, give it a bash with their mates or anything like that. Thank you very much to the new viewers and subscribers as well, especially since this morning we passed 500 subscribers, which is absolutely magnificent. Thank you very, very much for that. If you are new around here, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.